you've heard of Ghostbusters, get ready for
The
philosophers.
falafelsers. Falafelsers. We're here to talk about philosophy, and we'll talk about three ideas. So first up is Javant, and he's going to talk about what is real. And then second up is Turon. He's going to ask if utopia was closer in ancient times. And me, Pahz, is going to be last. And I'm talking about if we have fate or free will.
Alright, so what is real? Did they really go to the moon? How do we know that it's true? Just because someone tells us something doesn't mean it's true. How do we know we're not in a simulation? It's a theory that since the universe is big and someone out there has the technology to create other universes and shape it into the way they want it to be. What is real? We believe what we're told. The winner decides history. The winner shapes the world how they think it's supposed to go. How do we know that history that we're learning is truly what happened back then in the day? We weren't there to see it, so how do we know?
Let me ask you a question real quick. What do you mean when you say the winner decides history?
Basically, when like I'm saying, like you know how we go through war, and whoever wins the war will shape. Like they sign the treaty or whatever, and they'll like basically make it seem like
Like it
what,
biased.
yeah, like if
Right. So like if we were to like connect this like America, we know
Yeah.
we have your rich white men. They were like pretty much your oppressive force, and they ended up
right,
deciding what we see in the history books, what come on TV. Like they're
who wins the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
all right.
Javon, you heard about last Thursdayism, right?
Isn't it like that the world was created last Thursday,
Yeah.
and we don't have any proof to believe it? So
Yeah.
it's just a thought, and we can't disprove it.
Yeah, because they could have put in like the physical evidence and your memories, all that could have been created to make the universe appear like it was billions of years old,
Yeah.
but it's actually just created last Thursday.
Oh, that's crazy. That's scary.
Yeah.
Real scary.
Just to piggyback off what you're talking about us being like in a computer simulation, like a video game, that would make me wonder, if we're just some long drawn out game where some person in some reality outside that we can think of has built everything that we've done, and they just sat here and watched everything form from pushing buttons. So that make me think, were we closer to having a more perfect like society, way before where we are now? Like if like say the Sumerians, they had their agriculture, they would feed themselves, they would be fine. Their religion was great. They built their city the way they wanted to. They didn't really have to worry about much. And they were a pretty much quote unquote utopian city. And the only problem they had was outside conflict.
Like
Things
in
unknown.
hunter-gatherer societies, like there wasn't like women and men that weren't like subjugated like how they are in recent history, like on the same level. They were divided, like their jobs were divided up.
Yeah, but everybody knew what they were doing. So I guess what you're saying is that the problems that we face now comes from us being in a group. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So because we decided to become a civilization, and because we've allowed people to make us think that we need to be a civilization, has
Yeah.
caused problems where people believe, or certain groups of people believe that they are the best group, where they believe their religion's better because they have more money, they're more powerful, and that can really make it seem like we are not perfect because we can't get rid of those selfish desires that reside inside all of us. Turn it over to Paz for him to just piggyback off what I'm talking about us
Yeah.
being here because we're told to be a civilization. He's going to talk about
Yeah.
fate or free will.
Yeah. So this theory is talking about um, how if you know the movement and positions of all the atoms in the universe, you can predict the future with 100% accuracy. Um, and of course, we can't do that, but a hypothetical being might be able to. And in that case, every decision that you make and every decision you have made could have been predicted. And if that is true, then can you really criticize like murderers or praise like people who have done great things because it was their destiny to do that. They didn't really choose to. Like all the factors, the factors of before you even were in existence, they were in place so that no matter that what everything that you did would have been predicted.
It's like when you play Grand Theft Auto and everything that you do in the mission is still gonna connect to the algorithm is still gonna connect to the main storyline that they already have built in place.
Yeah.
So
What's that thing we did last market period
yeah, choose your own fate.
for credit?
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah. What if that's our stimulation for our
Well,
life?
it all comes down to if you believe in a deterministic universe or not, and this hasn't been proven or not. Say you can do multiple things right now. Like you could stand up, you could sit down. There's a universe where you're standing up, and there's a universe where you're sitting down. Yeah.
Okay, so my question was, you say that we can't really judge or like convict a person who it was like fated for them to be a murderer, nor can we praise somebody where it would be fated for them to do great things.
They didn't really control
And
it.
it's like they can't control it, but we couldn't see it happening either. So it does make sense.
It wouldn't be good philosophy for us to adopt and use outside of theory. Just something more to think about. Because in practice, I mean, society would go down the drain.
Right. All right. Well, that's our show for you. Tune in next week. We are going to talk about, does the porn industry objectify women? Be here to check it out. We're gonna go real deep dive.
And we're gonna go into sex dolls too.
Oh yeah, sex dolls. Controversial stuff.
Yeah, bro.
All right. This is the falafelsers.
Falafelsers.
Yeah, we can't get that right. And we're gonna catch you soon.
All right. Peace out.